Hello and welcome to Freeze Friday. So as I mentioned last week, I'm going to try and check in with you every Friday to see what I got up to during the week and what my goals are for the next week in terms of our year-long Stash Dive spending freeze. We now even have a Facebook group. I think there are 10 of us that have joined in. So this is so much fun, some awesome support. And I'm finding myself thoroughly enjoying this. I'm really loving going through my stash, finding some fun supplies that I had forgotten about, playing along with all of my friends. So if any of you, now, because I would say the focus is really a lot more on using all the beautiful things that we have as opposed to the spending freeze per se. That's a little bit of a means because each of us are still getting some product. I'm getting a kit. Shannon, Christy, I think most of us actually are still getting our kits. And then we have a few exclusions. Mine are cardstock, Nuvo drops, and adhesive, of course. We all have those. And albums when I need them to store all these beautiful layouts. So we're still getting some new product, but we are not buying outside of that, and we are really focusing on using what we have. So it's really a perfect compromise, and it's a lot of fun. So if any of you would like to join us, just pop a message, leave me a comment below, or pop a message to myself or to Christy. We'll be glad to add you both to our Messenger chat group and to the Facebook group. So without further ado, last week we went through my Layout Palooza 2 kit together, and I set myself the goal of getting 3 layouts done. I got the 3 layouts done. I'm so thoroughly thrilled. So here is this first lovely layout that I got done, which was early in the day. Now, admittedly, getting these 3 layouts done was not that big of a task because throughout the Palooza day, I do generally manage to cut my papers if I need to. Often I don't. Cut my papers, get some of the basic stuff done. Like in this particular case, as I showed you last week, the background was already put together. So these paper strips had been cut and glued, so the background was already done. Some of the fussy cutting was done. I needed to do a little bit more of the fussy cutting. I added a few things. A lot of this is quite similar to what Christina showed us, but I did add my title here. I used these lovely thickers that came with my Indigo and Ivy kit. Got some fun sequins here from the Spiegel Mom Scraps. A couple of little word stickers that weren't in the Palooza kit. But for the rest of it, there you go. So I got this layout done. Then I got this layout done, which was a foodie layout. And again, this portion of the layout, the green and orange, had been cut, and this part had been put together. There was some washi tape in the kit. I chose a different washi tape. I really wanted, it was a very bright colored. It was gorgeous, but a bright colored. I think it had a lot of pizzas on it, so I'm going to save that for something else. And I just used a black washi tape from my stash. I put the title in a different place, but this came with the kit. It was a lovely cut file that Christina sent. I added this little camera from my stash, but the design and otherwise everything is exactly as Christina showed us. And I used 1 photo. There was a possibility of using 2 photos as well. And I matted my photo in black. So, and this is just on a nice white cardstock background. Then this last one, and this is also on a white cardstock background, but as you can see, we did some inking, just straight taking the ink pad to paper and I used a sort of almost navy. I think that's actually the color of it from Stampin' Up. So this, again, I had already fussy cut and distressed all my circles here. I had cut out my ticket, and I had these strips ready and distressed. I used a different title, and therefore I added a little bit, an extra layer here. So this week I did have to do the stamping, cut these papers, do the matting, and get the layout all done. But it was still not too much work. So there you go. So I got the 3 done. I was kind of hoping, these are some scraps that I have left over from it. I was kind of hoping that I was going to get this layout done, but I didn't. So this one is going to definitely be a goal for this week. We'll get this done. I got the title cut out, the circles, the triangles. These were already cut out by Christina and arrived in our kit exactly the way they are usable. So really all I had to do was get my photos, use a die to cut those out. So during the Palooza day, I did get those glued down, but now I need to finish this one. So definitely a goal of getting this one done this week. I'm not going to set more of a Palooza goal, Palooza 2 goal, that is, this week, for 2 reasons. Tomorrow, Saturday, is Palooza round 3, so I'll be busy getting a lot of stuff done for that, chatting with all my friends, playing, so I'll be having some fun with Palooza 3. And then with some of my Freeze Gang, we did also exclude certain classes that would really get us to use our stash. And as I mentioned last week, I joined Nicole Jones 911, her Scrapathon 4, with quite a few of my Freeze Gang buddies. This will be the last class other than Sarah Scraps and Paloozas for the rest of the year, because I do find that I have a few classes that I need to complete that fall in this category. So I will be busy getting some projects done for that as well. So what I've got done for you today is, now the idea behind this, in if some of you know about Nicole Jones Scrapathons, they are all based, and of course she makes the most awesome page kits, and that's how she works. She does page kits. She does them beautifully. She has it down to an art, and the class starts off with some prep videos all about putting 31 page kits together, because Scrapathon is a video and a lesson and a prompt a day for the entire month of October, plus some Facebook Lives. Now, I don't aspire to get to that kind of level of putting page kits together. Baby steps for me. I've not done a lot of that. I've put some kits together and mini kits together, but not a lot of page kits, and certainly not to the depth that Nicole does. But what I did to get myself started, I don't have 31 pages here either, is, so here's the thing. I was walking past my paper storage on the weekend, and this kind of paper, this lovely paper from Crate Paper, and it's from the Hello Love collection, was sticking out. So I just pulled this out and I went, oh my God, look how gorgeous that is. I didn't recall having this paper, and mea culpa, I can't really even tell you where I got this paper, how I got this paper, and I have more than one of this. And then I found that I had a few others in this collection. And then I pulled out what I also had. I had a 12 by 12 storage bag, and it had papers and embellies and stuff in it. So like I guess a mini kit or a kit that I had put together at some point. I don't know what year this is 2015. So God knows when I put that kit together. Anyway, so what I did to begin with is I got all the papers out of that bag, and then I put them together sort of as some paper kits. This is not just for one page. I think with this I can definitely get more than one page, because here are 5 papers that I put. So here you see is, this is a Maggie Holmes Shine, these numbers paper. And I know I've used this before, but this other side is this lovely, lovely hot pink, just a chevron, together with Stay Colorful from Dear Lizzie. Don't know where that came. I don't know if that came in a Christina kit. It might have. Now, I'm beginning to think maybe some of this stuff might have come in my Black Friday from last year. I don't know. I have no idea. So I have this lovely black and white. I always love to have just a black and white. This lovely watercolor pink and white. And the other side of this is just so cool with the ice cream cones, which is very usable. You see, these two could go together. And then I could add this into the mix. This side is the same one. So I have 2 of this. And then, of course, this gorgeous paper that started it all. I could use this side or I could use this side. And therefore, I brought in, so there are 5 papers here. I think I could probably get 2 layouts from this. Then I just brought in a couple of scraps that I had that sort of match this lovely teal aqua color here, in case I want to use parts of that. I had this scrap, which just matches in the colors I could use for layering. Just a strip. This line doesn't go with it, but this side I could get something done with that. Then I had the moon, in that same bag, I had the Moonstruck washi stickers, and the colors match perfectly. So I added that. And the die cuts from Moonstruck as well. I've used quite a bit of these, but I have quite a bit left, and the colors match. So there you go. So that's sort of, I guess you would call that a mini kit, or maybe I would count this as at least 2, maybe 3 page kits. So then I just kept going in that same 12 by 12 bag with the rest of the papers I found in there. And here I had a Simple Stories paper that was in there as well. This lovely sort of sunburst paper that looks like you're looking at a bit of a sunset or a sunrise. And then I had this lovely, which is a Stay Colorful from Dear Lizzie. This one is called Flower Child. Beautiful, nice small pattern of florals on the back. But look at that. Is that not gorgeous? That's a beautiful background, which could go with this for sure, or could go with this one. Here's the second piece of paper I had from that crepe paper. That could definitely go with this. I could do that and maybe that together. I have this one, which is, again, another piece from that Maggie Holmes Shine. And another piece of the Stay Colorful. So, I don't know, this was such a gorgeous find. I'm kind of thrilled with this guy. I felt like I went shopping. I love these, and I find these go together. And so it's another 5 pieces of pattern paper in here. Again, a couple of scraps that go well with it. And then I found this Pebbles that was in that 12 by 12. This Pebbles puffy stickers. And I used, it looks like 3, but the colors work. And they are fun. The LOL, there's some flip-flops here, a cap, a little girl, a purse, a couple of cell phones, a couple of florals. So quite versatile. A lot of stuff that I could get done with that. So that is what I found. Well, you'll see in a minute a couple of other things in that lovely big bag that I had. And then I had put aside on my desk, when I was doing a layout in one of the baby albums, this did not come from my baby album kit, but I put these, this is from the lovely paper pad that my friend Sharon sent me, and this dark brown. I had put these 3 pieces of paper together, so this is probably as close as I'm going to get to like a single page kit. Then I had this cut apart. So you see, I think this will go with it. This would go with it. And this I could definitely use in the baby album. And then the rest of these cut aparts might fit over with some of these little mini kits over there. Then the last two things that I had in that 12 by 12 bag were these tags from Paige Evans. I think they might be from Fancy Free. I haven't used them yet, so we're going to see whether we can get those either in here with this little page kit or with the other page kits. Whatever is left of these at the end of these couple of projects are definitely going into the giveaway, because I've tried to use a few of these and have not had much success. And then these gorgeous Heidi Swapp stickers. And this month, October's focus in the Redefined, in the Rediscover Your Stash, I should say, Facebook group, are labels. So this works, the lovely golden colors and the yellow with this little page kit. The rest of these work quite well with these other page kits. This works over here. So I've got these out as well. So I'm counting these as probably about 6 layouts, I think, out of the 31. So let's see what we can get done with that. And these are not in my goal for the week, but certainly I would like to get a couple of pages done, because I'm not trying to keep up with Scrapathon 4 or do it in the 31 days, because I know that's not an option for me. I'm certainly going to try and watch and participate as much as I can. So within the next week, I would certainly like to be able to show you next week that 4th layout from Layout Palooza 2, 1 or 2 layouts from these page kits, and then let's have a look together, because this is part of, I have used a little bit, but this is part of my International Scrapbooking Day gorgeous warehouse box that I got from Christina. So straight away, I'm going to take this out. Ooh, those went flying. I'm going to take this out. These black and white we'll have to see. I'm going to leave that for now. A stamp. So let's just see out of these papers. Oh, my God, I sent stuff flying about here. So, and some thickers. So let's together, I'm just going to put this little stuff aside for now. And I'll put that there. Let's have a look through here together and see. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Oh my goodness me, that's gorgeous. And that is from Head in the Clouds. So let's see if just going through here, I can find something to go with that Head in the Clouds. No, I don't think I want any pink in there. Oh, there you go. Look, that might be fun. That could be fun. Let's see. Let's see what we have here. Oh, I love that paper. Oh, a fun cut apart. We should be able to cut that apart. Love this paper for sure. This scene paper, I don't know. I'm going to need some help, people, with this. I don't know. And so lots of fun Head in the Clouds here that I'm looking forward to discovering and having fun. Oh, look, isn't that beautiful? Okay, so for the time being, I think we have 2 papers here that I'm going to put together, and then I could either get a cardstock or go and look in what I have left from Sparkle City to see if I can come up with something to add into there. Isn't this gorgeous? Okay, so let's look at this and see what we can find here for sure. Oh, that's fun. I'm going to put that there because I want to come back to that. A lovely Pink Fresh. Little froggies. Oh, this is a very versatile paper. This is also from Pink Fresh. This big, bold black and white. This can go with that. Emerson Lane, from Heidi Swapp. This is, let's see. Oh, yeah, there we go. So this, I think, will go well. I'm not so sure in the end that the pink will. This is from New Day. Yeah, no, let's not. But the black and white, okay, this side will. Yeah, this side would be perfect. Yeah, this side will go perfectly with that. So let's put those three together. Now I think we have 3 pieces of paper that will match there. And, ooh, isn't that pretty? Okay, this is lovely. And let's see. I think I'm going to pair that with that. And I'm not quite sure how I'm going to organize that. I think this I might really just use as layering pieces. We'll have to see. But I think I'm going to put it with that because I do like that contrast. So we'll have to see how I get that in, but I do like that, and I am going to, oh, look at that. Yeah, that's going on here for sure. Those two are going together. I'm going to use some of this there. So there we go. I think we have 4 sheets of paper here that we can use. These together. And these 2, I mean, obviously I have to add things to this, but there are at least a couple of layouts for sure in there. And then let's look at this one from Teresa Collins together with this from Pink Fresh. And maybe this. Will these go together? I think they might. I think we might need to get a couple of cardstocks or something, but there you go. So I think I'm quite happy with those 3 sheets. So I've put 1, 2, 3, 4 more little, I don't know what we want to call them, whether they're not really page kits, they're just little paper kits, I suppose. Then I have these American Craft thickers. I think these are from Horizon. So these, look, these colors, everything, this will fit in beautifully somewhere in here. A lovely stamp set that I've never used from Kelly Creates, which looks like a lot of fun. Some florals. I love this. I could make a lovely sort of journaling spot with this. I love these Simple Story travel notes, these stickers, but right for the moment, I don't think I really have anything this will go with, unless, well, maybe with that. So, okay, let's not put them back. These lovely journaling cards and the gold Pink Fresh Alphas. So I think I have enough here to get me started on Scrapathon 4 to get quite a few pages done. I think this will last me through October, maybe even a little bit more, because as you saw yesterday, I also have my How to Kill a Kit with Style for the month. And then I have here on my desk some embossing powders, because as I've mentioned before, one of my Freeze Gang pals, Karine, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, Karine. Please let me know if I'm not pronouncing that correctly, because I'm pretty sure it's not Karen, but I'm pretty sure it's Karine. So let me know. So I have some embossing powders out here because Karine puts together a product focus for every month. And this is her product focus this month. So I'm going to try and play along with that. And let's see where we go. So this is what I want to be able to show you next week is one layout from the old Palooza number 2. Hopefully 1 or 2 layouts from Palooza number 3 that I'm going to be playing with on Saturday, tomorrow. And a couple of layouts from all of these things that are related to the Scrapathon. So thank you for joining me. Just have a look on YouTube for the thumbnail, the Stash Dive, year-long Stash Dive Spending Freeze, and you will find some videos. A few of us have YouTube channels. Christy, Shannon, Daisy Scraps is joining us a little bit now. Her focus is definitely going to be on using as opposed to the freeze per se. Then Sharon, my friend Sharon, will be sharing on Instagram. And we're just having a great old time in our Facebook group. So, as I said, if any of you would like to join us, pop me a message or pop Christy a message. And until then, I will see you again for my next Friday Freeze next week. Freeze Friday, I should say. See you later. Bye.